Hello everyone, this is another Star Wars Lego MOC. This is my Assassin Starfighter, also known as Silo's Sheath. We're going to take a look around things, talk about kind of the idea behind the Starfighter in universe, talk about kind of my ideas designing it, and take a look at the features as well. So I wanted to make kind of a cool, aggressive, dark-looking assassin starfighter. Wanted to make it really sleek. I wanted to make it look really nimble, kind of lightweight, and this is what I came up with. The backstory, kind of the lore in my head, is so this is named the Silo's Sheath, and I figure it's kind of a legendary ship, like a lot of people have heard about it, but not a lot of people have seen it because it's kind of a silent killer. And Silo is not the actual current owner of this ship. My idea was that every time, it's always owned by assassins, and sometimes assassins themselves get assassinated. So whoever assassinates the pilot or owner of this ship gets to keep the ship. Nobody actually remembers or knows who Silo was, but he was the original owner of this ship, and it gets kind of passed along as like a trophy to whoever assassinates the previous owner of this ship. So the current owner isn't Silo, but it's someone who assassinated the previous owner, who also wasn't Silo. But the name stays the same, Silo's Sheath. It's kind of it kind of adds to the legend of this ship. And for me, when I was designing it, I just wanted to make a cool, aggressive starfighter. I wanted it to really show that it was nimble and lightweight, and you see the large gaps in the wings there. I thought that would be a way to show that plenty of some of the paneling and armor has been removed to make it a faster ship. One other comment about kind of the design behind it was the coloring. I wanted the main color to be black, of course, but as I was first building this, I ran into a problem. It looked too much like a Kylo Ren TIE fighter. The coloring, when you saw it, I immediately thought, oh, that's just like a cool Imperial or First Order type of ship. And that's when it was completely like black. I think it had some like silver maybe to it also. But then I added, these tan struts here that you see kind of make up these gaps of the wings, and little bits of brown and dark bluish gray, and as I said, this dark tan. And I think I did enough to make it not immediately look like a First Order ship. I think these kind of off-colored bits here compared to the other side of the wing, I think that made it look a little more rugged, a little more kind of worn down, unlike a fresh, fancy new First Order ship or whatever. All right, so the weapons of this ship, the primary weapons are these medium blaster cannons. They deal out plenty of damage, and they're kind of protected by these forks here as well. Those are the primary weapons. There's also kind of a hidden little bit of weapons that I'll show you in a second here. So let's look at the underside of this ship. Those clear pieces are just kind of to help it stand up on its own right now. I imagine it lands kind of similar to the Naboo Starfighter, and just uses some like repulsor lifts to keep it up. So this is the underside of the ship. Also kind of an aggressive looking underside here. But here there are pairs of pop-out missiles right here and right here. So on either side of the wing, and they can shoot down. I imagine, say, someone's flying right next to this starfighter and trying to cut it off or whatever. This can just spin, fire off the missiles and then like complete the spin and then fly off. So that's kind of a hidden little feature, these pop-out missiles, and these just pop in and out very, very easily like so. Another feature is you see a pair of headlights on either side. They're not always on, but they're there to kind of keep they're there if needed, but usually off to try to keep a low profile. So the engines are also kind of low profile. 2 main boosters on each side of the wing, or on each wing. These are the sublight engines, and then the hyperdrive is housed right there. And these details right here, I don't know, maybe they're like stabilizer booster things, but I just thought they look cool. Then each wing you see has a line of these blue lights. These are just kind of stabilizer, like wing stabilizers as well. When the pilot, and we don't know, a previous pilot, we're not entirely sure which assassin, but when they removed the paneling here, it made the wings a little more wobbly. So these stabilizers were added by the following owner to help compensate for the stability issues here. Now let's take a look at our cockpit. So this just pops off like so. It doesn't really have a traditional windscreen, but these like trans black pieces kind of work for the windscreen here. There's even one in back for a little rear view window. But let's take our pilot, who is an assassin himself, out of here. We'll look at him in a second. But there are a couple of those awesome panels from, maybe they're in more than one set, but I got those from that like Clone Trooper, like little blister pack there, which was a pretty great little set. I hope they come out with more of those types of things. And then some computer screens as well. There's some levers and stuff. The chair, really liked how it was built. It's a little hard to tell, but used a couple newer pieces. And also you see clipped in the very back is a pair of knives there. Knives that are sometimes used by our assassin to carry out his job. So this is our minifigure here. Oops, sorry about that. He won this ship rightfully from the previous owner by unfortunately assassinating him. He's a very skilled assassin, and it might be a while before the next owner is able to get this ship from this individual. All right, so let's put this back there, and there is one additional feature of this ship. So he had a pair of knives that you saw. It's a little hard to get back into the cockpit, so I made it much more easily accessible, and this whole little tray just slides in and out. So let me show that again. This whole thing, let me get a better view of it and a better focus. This whole thing just slides in and out like so. In here you can see a pair of blaster rifles. There's a pistol in there, 4 thermal detonators, and then some like rations or like survival gear back there. I wanted to include, a nice clump of, weapons and stuff, but I couldn't make it that visible, so I thought it'd be best if this just slides out of the ship like so. So let's put that back here. All right, well, thank you for checking out the Silos Sheath, my Assassin Starfighter. This was a lot of fun to build. I think my favorite part was just the openness here, the negative space with these struts going diagonally like that. And yeah, until next time, have a good one.